This is the Sports Hit List. By the fans, for the fans.
Yankee fans, it's time to have an honest conversation. Not just with each other, but with your front office as well. You guys are, pound for pound, in your current state, a far inferior organization than Houston Astros, from top to bottom. That's just what it is. But according to your front office, head GM, Brian Cashman, he thinks the only reason that you guys didn't win in 2017 is due to the horrific and illegal scandal of cheating by the Houston Astros. Needless to say, Randy Levine is not in court currently trying to keep the Yankees Apple Watch scandal from being unsealed. He is, right? Because, the Yankees never cheated ever. One thing you Yankee fans need to get through your thick skulls is that cheating is a fabric woven into the game of baseball. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what the saying was. That's what the saying is. If you think there are teams in MLB that aren't cheating, you're lying to yourself. The same way you're being naive about, what the Astros did was so much worse. I don't want to hear it. You guys are essentially mad that they got caught being the better cheaters. That's what it really comes down to. So, cut the BS. But I can understand why it's hard for you guys as fans to cut the BS because your GM is so full of it. He went on to say in his appearance today that he gets offended when people say the Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. Because he hates facts and everything. He also went on to say that he thinks they did it the right way. They drafted well, they traded well, they signed well, they developed talent well. More bullshit that he's spewing. Because if you follow baseball closely enough, you'll know that Gary Sanchez wasn't traded at his highest value. His value was lower than dirt. He was a throw-in in a trade at that point in his career. The Yankees haven't developed any starting pitching through the draft. They signed Garrett Cole. They traded for a couple back-end starters. But what real starting pitching do the Yankees have behind Garrett Cole? And don't tell me Luis Severino, because he is not it. He has the stuff, but he doesn't have the makeup nor the ability to stay healthy. So no, he is not it. They didn't have a plan behind Didi. Who is the Yankees shortstop that you could run out there every day and be confident as being a shortstop? You didn't have one. The Yankees are a one-dimensional offense. That is why they've struggled so much in the postseason against other more dynamically built teams. And it's going to continue to keep happening unless things change. And you want to talk about signings? You signed well? Talk to me about Jacoby Ellsbury. Probably the worst contract in baseball history. 7 years, $153 million. For what? Nothing. Talk about Kevin Youkilis. I don't even know why you guys signed him. You played 28 games, hit .219, worthless. But probably the biggest albatross of a signing, that contract you guys gave Aaron Hicks, 7 years, $70 million. And since he got it, he hasn't played more than 60 games in a Yankee uniform in a year, and he hasn't had more than 225 ABs. But yet you're doling out that cash, and you're sitting here telling your fans all this nonsense about you guys, you signed well, and you traded well, and you drafted well. No, the Yankees are an inferior organization, and they're looking at the teams in their division pass them by, with the exception of the Orioles. That is why, come September, you're going to see the Yankees one place only. I'm Greg Polius from Smoke and Mirrors of the Sports Hit List. I'm out.